Good evening. I'd like to call to order the July 11th, 2024 regular meeting of the Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Monica, can we have a roll call, please?
President Gibson?
Here.
Vice President Ruffing?
Here.
Commissioner Ansier?
Here.
Commissioner Jacks? Absent. Commissioner Janner?
Here.
Commissioner Risvold?
Here.
Commissioner Thompson?
Here.
President Gibson, I've been informed that Commissioner Jacks has requested to participate remotely due to family obligations.
Move to allow remote meeting participation of Commissioner Jacks per Section 7 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Ansier?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson?
Yes. Commissioner Jacks, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Monica, do we have any matters from the public?
We do not.
Okay, we will move on to updates and reports. I will start with the Riverwalk Commission. Riverwalk Commission met yesterday. We had a really interesting talk from a community member who came to suggest that we start a haiku path along the Riverwalk. She had some really great ideas. She writes haikus herself, and this has been done in other communities and organizations, including the Chicago Botanical Gardens. She would like to partner with the schools to get students involved, teach them about haikus. There was a lot of interest from the Riverwalk Committee on this, so I think this was the first conversation, but it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there, because I think it would be a cool thing for our community. We also got an update on the Riverwalk standard paving brick. So the bricks for the continuity of the Riverwalk are Stockholm pavers, and for a while we were concerned that the mold for those pavers no longer existed, but apparently Unilock found a mold or something, and it will no longer be an issue. So we will continue to be able to get the Stockholm paver. Tiffany Pico from the Park District updated that the Prairie Nature Garden is coming in really well. If anybody hasn't had a chance to go see that new addition to the Riverwalk as part of the 2031 Riverwalk Bicentennial Plan. There was minimal turf wear from the Salute, which seems to have been a great event over the 4th of July holiday. And finally, we talked about the labyrinth along the Riverwalk. There is a stone pattern labyrinth kind of by the children's amphitheater, or by the amphitheater across from the library, that over the years the color contrasting stones has diminished. But it sounds like staff has come up with a solution. There's a company that can power wash and stain the bricks to reestablish the labyrinth pattern. So that, I think will be really cool. They're gonna go out to bid, and hopefully maybe even this year, those improvements will be made. So that was it for our Riverwalk meeting. The next one will be August 14th at 7:30 a.m. at the Naperville Municipal Center. All right, next up, Finance Committee.
No report.
Legislative Committee?
Yes, we have been meeting this summer with various local legislators. Executive Director Wilson and I had a meeting with Senator Ellman, which went fantastic. We spoke about her priorities, which are green space, clean water, which are also a common goal for us. We spoke about retention ponds and asking for help and possibly getting state revolving funds to help us take care of the many retention ponds that we're responsible for. We also let her know about our indoor recreation space survey and talked about what the community would want, and we're excited to find the results out by that, and that as is she. We spoke about different wetlands, a wetlands bill that's coming up that she has her eye on. Also, our eye is also on the access to waterways bill that she is also looking at. Of course, the Dark Skies Initiative, whenever we can be in line with that, we are, and she loved that. And just in general, these meetings have been great to establish relationships with the various legislators. I believe later this month, Commissioner Risvold is going to meet with another one, and then we'll schedule more as time allows.
Wonderful, thank you. Next up is Parks and Recreation Committee.
Parks and Recreation Committee met this evening prior to tonight's meeting. We've got some updates about partnerships with the Will County Forest Preserve and Bolingbrook on the Weber Road Improvements Project for the DuPage River Trail. In new business, we brought about that we're going to be doing a board policies review, so that's something for, especially us commissioners to really look into and work with. Discussion about the Gold Star Families Memorial, adding some donor recognition stones that we'll be reviewing, as well as adding interpretive signs at Fireman's Memorial Park. Reports and updates, lots of great feedback from the departments about the Nike Park site improvements. Had a lot of really big public turnout for that, and got a lot of feedback. That's really great for what they want to see there. Recreation and golf, lots of good increases in revenue and increases in participation for golf, as well as for things like renting out pavilions. So lots of good news there. And in parks, the might be getting a sustainable soy certification, which she can tell you more about that. She knew more about it than I did going in, but it sounds like it's really great for our sustainability and everything that we like to do with the Park District as far as that goes. So it is very exciting, even if I don't fully understand it, but I appreciate it. And then fall registration will be coming up soon, so everyone keep an eye out for that. Our next meeting will be on August 8th here at Fort Hill at 5:45 p.m.
Great, thank you. Next up, we've got the President's Report. For this month's President Report, I want to talk about Parks and Recreation Month, which we celebrate in July. We passed a resolution a couple years ago, and I know it is highlighted in our social media campaigns. Executive Director Wilson will be commenting on some more specifics locally about how we note and celebrate this month. But as I sat down to kind of write my thoughts on it, I went to the NRPA website, National Recreation and Park Association's website, and they had their description of this year's month and theme, and I thought it was so appropriate. I'm just going to read it for my report. So it says, for nearly 40 years, we have celebrated Park and Recreation Month in July to promote building strong, vibrant, and resilient communities through the power of parks and recreation. This month is dedicated to recognizing and celebrating the more than 160,000 full-time park and recreation professionals, along with hundreds of thousands of part-time and seasonal workers and volunteers who maintain our country's local, state, and community parks. This year's theme, Where You Belong, celebrates the many ways park and recreation professionals across the country foster a sense of belonging in their community by providing welcoming and inclusive programs, essential services for all ages and abilities, and safe and accessible spaces to build meaningful connections. This Park and Recreation Month lets unite and uplift the many reasons why local parks and recreation truly embodies the essence of belonging. Together, we can demonstrate why these spaces are where you belong. And I feel like this statement is really aligned with what we strive for at the Naperville Park District with our mission, values, and vision for our community. So I thought they put it better than I could. So that's my report. I will hand it off to Executive Director Wilson.
Thank you, President Gibson. Earlier today, the Park District, along with Wintrust and Naperville Bank and Trust, officially celebrated the naming of the synthetic turf field at Knock Park, Wintrust Athletic Field. We formalized the expanded partnership with remarks and the cutting of a specially branded ribbon representing the three entities at the site of a new sign located just west of the synthetic turf field at Knock Park. We thank Wintrust and Naperville Bank and Trust for their commitment to the Park District and the community we serve, and we look forward to a continued partnership. The Park District will celebrate the official opening of the Rothermel Family Skate Facility, located at 500 West Jackson Avenue, on Tuesday, July 16th at 5 o'clock. Funding for this project was provided in part by a $120,000 grant from the Rothermel Family Fund of DuPage Foundation. The community is invited to celebrate the grand opening with a ribbon-cutting ceremony and refreshments and enjoy skate demos and giveaways while supplies last. As the Park District continues seeking feedback through its indoor recreation space needs assessment initiative, the community is invited to complete a survey via the Park District's website now through Friday, July 26th. This is the same survey that randomly selected households were invited to participate last month. Results of the survey will assist the district in formulating a detailed plan based on community need for and support of additional indoor recreation amenities. Once completed, the final plan will guide the district in meeting the community's indoor recreation space needs. The Park District invites the community to view information regarding proposed 2025 capital improvement projects on the district's website from Wednesday, July 17th to noon on Wednesday, July 31st. Residents are encouraged to view the list of capital improvement projects and submit comments and questions via email to the project manager associated with each project. This is an opportunity for residents to provide their input prior to the design phase of each project. And while we're all still enjoying summer, and we certainly want to continue doing so, it's already time to start thinking about fall programs and events at the Park District. This is a reminder that the Autumn 2024 program guide will be available on our website beginning Wednesday, July 31st. The first day of resident registration will take place on Monday, August 5th at 8:30 a.m. And as President Gibson mentioned, this is National Parks and Recreation Month. This month, the Park District joins recreation and park agencies across the country to celebrate National Park and Recreation Month, an initiative created by the National Recreation and Park Association, NRPA, to recognize the important role that parks and recreation play. This time of year is perfect for visiting Centennial Beach, taking a paddleboat ride with family and friends, or simply enjoying one of our 138 Naperville parks. Additionally, the Illinois Park and Recreation Association, IPRA, will be celebrating the 6th annual Unplug Illinois Day on Saturday, July 13th. Unplug Illinois is a campaign that encourages people to unplug from electronics and enjoy everything that their local parks have to offer. Both are great opportunities to celebrate recreation and what it means to you and your family. Additional information on our programs, events, and facilities and other Naperville Park District news can be found at napervilleparks.org. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Executive Director Wilson. Next up, we have the Treasurer's Report.
Move to approve the May 2024 Treasurer's Report.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Ansier?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacks?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson.
Yes. Monica, can you please read the consent agenda?
Item 5.1, approve June 2024 disbursements in the amount of $3,068,727.65. 5.2, approve June 2024 disbursements made through the Bank of America Purchasing Card Program in the amount of $330,231.63. 5.3, approve June 2024 FinTech disbursements in the amount of $14,110.56. 5.4, approve June 2024 customer refunds in the amount of $3,744.28. 5.5, approve June 27, 2024 regular meeting minutes. 5.6, accept the base bid and alternate number 1 of J&R First and Asphalt, Inc. in the amount of $166,459.66 is the lowest responsive and responsible bid for the Wildflower Park Trail renovation project, and to authorize staff to carry a further 5% contingency for a total authorized expenditure for the project in an amount not to exceed $174,782.64. 5.7, award the contract for the Cloak Creek Greenway Shoreline Restoration Project to Midwest Ecological Services, Inc. in the amount of $122,029.25, and to authorize staff to carry a further 5% contingency for a total authorized expenditure for the project in an amount not to exceed $128,131. 5.8, approve the purchase of 2 2024 John Deere 1575 terrain cut comfort cab snow brooms from AHW LLC for $45,862.33 each, for a total expenditure of $91,724.66. 5.9, approve resolution 24-06 adopting a business enterprise program utilization plan for Frontier Sports Complex Central Playground renovation project. That is all.
Thanks, Monica. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately? Hearing none.
Move to accept consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.9.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Vice President Ruffing?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson?
Yes.
Commissioner Answer?
Yes.
Commissioner Jacks?
Yes.
Commissioner Janner?
Yes.
Commissioner Risvold?
Yes.
President Gibson?
Yes.
Move to approve consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.9.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
No unfinished business. Any new business? No? All right. The next regular meeting of the Park Board of Commissioners will be July 25th, 2024 at 6:30 PM here at Fort Hill Activity Center. Thanks, everyone.
Move.
We've got to
Hold
adjourn. Sorry.
Phone there, President.
Yeah.
Fake out.
Just a minute. Move to adjourn the July 11th, 2024 regular board meeting.
Second.
Right. Voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now, good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Now you may go. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, thank you.